There was a time in the history of Israel when the people looked around at other nations and said, "We want a king to rule over us." They no longer wanted to be led by God's prophets or guided directly by his hand. Instead, they desired to be like the other nations around them. Nations that placed their faith in earthly rulers rather than in the living God. The prophet Samuel warned them. He took and told the people that a human king would not bring them peace, but power, control, and hardship. Samuel said, "He will take your sons for his army, your daughters for his service, your fields, your vineyards, and your flocks." But the people refused to listen. They cried out, "Give us a king." And so God allowed them to have one, King Saul. At first, Saul seemed strong and capable. He stood tall among men, chosen and anointed by God's command. But as time went on, Saul's heart turned away from obedience to pride. He began to realize on his own understanding rather than God's will. His decisions brought fear, division, and oppression to the very people he was meant to protect. The king they thought would give them power became the ruler who burdened them. Saul's story reminds us of a powerful truth. When we choose to elevate human authority over divine wisdom, we risk losing the peace and freedom that come from trusting in God alone. No earthly leader can take the place of the King of Kings. God's leadership is rooted in love, justice, and mercy, qualities no human ruler can perfectly offer. Let us learn from Israel's desire for a king. Let us remember that our strength, our direction, and our hope do not come from the crowns of men, but from the hand of God. When we allow him to reign in our hearts, we live not in oppression, but in true freedom.